So here I am in my kitchen, cooking, just making some sweet potato quesadillas. Earlier in the week, I had made a little attack on Z-Pak and the antibiotics causing heart problems, as a lot of medications seem to be causing other problems within our body. And I had posed 5 different natural, holistic antibiotics, including garlic, echinacea, colloidal silver, as well as a few herbs like pau d'arco. And it was attacked that colloidal silver was attacked. Well, the FDA has been trying to disprove colloidal silver with false science. They've been able to do it with false science, with false statistics, by using variables that swayed in their favor. And the reason for this is that it undermines everything that they're trying to do. The Food and Drug Administration is more like the Drug Administration and works pretty much for the pharmaceutical companies. Without pharmaceutical companies selling all these medications, the government's not going to get their money back that they've invested. So they have to push that stuff. And I come off as being pretty arrogant or pompous, or I guess self-righteous is probably the correct term. But the reason people get mad at me is because I am not attacking, but I am challenging what they believe, what they've been brought up, what they've been brought up believing from, what our parents have told us, from what our government has told us, what about is good and healthy. But the fact of the matter is, the government doesn't have our best interest at heart. They have money at heart. And I just ask you to look at the research. I'm not asking everyone to be vegan or vegetarian. It doesn't work for everybody. It works for me, it works for my family, but it doesn't work for everybody. Some people without meat, without dairy, get cranky. And they're very irritable. And then there are a lot nicer people with that meat and dairy. But definitely lowering our consumption of, meat and crops that are genetically modified, are full of antibiotics, hormones, steroids, all these chemicals we're putting in our food, I think would greatly increase our health. Take a look at the Harvard Nurses Study. It's a great study, obviously done out of Harvard, and it's been going on for years about the health of nurses and what they do on a daily basis and how it affects their health. Take a look at T. Colin Campbell's The China Study. Take a look at Forks Over Knives. Those are pro-vegan books, but take a look at the research they've done about the chemicals and stuff like that. Challenge what it is you believe. Challenge what it is you've been taught. I find it hard to believe that when it comes to food, organic food, that we as a society pretty much, for the most part, most of us believe that there's some kind of higher power that has created everything that we see. Everything that we see in nature. And I'm not saying that I don't believe in any higher power, but if we believe something that we cannot physically see, as far as this great creator, how can we not believe that the things that were created for us can't cure us? That we have to go out and invent new things to make us well? That is basically a way of saying that we are better, or we're higher than God. So again, just look at some of the information out there. Just challenge what you believe, what you've been brought up to believe. Take a look at the evidence that's out there. Again, Forks Over Knives, the China Study. Take a look at Jeffrey Smith out of the Institute for Responsible Technology. He'll tell you all about GMO seeds and what it does to us and what it's doing in our kids' food in our schools and how we're poisoning ourselves. Again, it's not to be a jerk or to be pompous. I just want people to have the best health that they can possibly have. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, text me, visit my website at www.goproveg, that's GOPROVEG.com. I'm not saying you have to sign up for any of my services, but if you have a general question, seek me out, and I'll help you out.